Welcome to the next episode of Decants with D. Tonight we are going south in Europe to Spain and to the Rioja region. I am Dietmar Ostermann, the regular guy from Long Island. So the Rioja region is in northern Spain, in the Basque land. It's about 3.5 hours north of Madrid. Just an easy car ride. You can fly right into Madrid and take a rental car from there. And ultimately this will get you to Bilbao, the famous Spanish art city right at the Atlantic Ocean. So in addition to drinking wine, you can actually go into the European version of the Guggenheim Museum if you ever make it over there into the Rioja region. Technically speaking then, about 20 minutes outside of Bilbao to the south and to east is the city of Logroño. And Logroño is the capital, so to speak, of the Rioja region. Spanish wine, in addition to French and Italian wine, entered my personal repertoire about 5 years ago. And I've been drinking specifically in Spain wine from the Rioja region. And when you think about Rioja wine, I have on the left-hand side here built up a lot of the more simpler Rioja wines, what is called the Crianza. They typically are 4 years old, drunken pretty much 4 years after the initial release. And so today you can buy 2015 and 2014. They're very much in the drinkable age right now. And very soon the 2016 of the Crianza will be released. On your left, my right, I have the Reservas. And the Reservas, I'm just turning this around for you, have this burgundy color emblem in the back, and they are aged in oak for 2 years and then aged further in the bottle for another 3 years. So it's a much more substantial wine. Whereas if you look here at the label, this is more the reddish. That is the Crianza mark of the Spanish Rioja wines. So those Reserva wines you can easily drink after 8 years or 10 years. And the good thing about these Spanish wines, they are very, very affordable. So I have 3 contestants selected today. All of the contestants will be under $20. In fact, they will be $11, $13, and $15. And they're very, very good. So on average, they are rated 3.6, 3.7, or 3.9 by Vivino. Then Wine Spectator, one is rated 90 points, the other 2 are rated 87, 88. So pretty strong ratings and a very, very significant wine value for money wise. So let us dive into the first Rioja. So this first Rioja is the Marques de Caceres. It is the more younger and modern bodegas. Bodegas are the wineries in Spain. This one here is a Crianza. It's 2015, so probably one of the younger ones you can buy today. And it's a mass producer in Spain. So this particular bottle is available for $11 on Vivino. And it is perfect already. And it is produced in quantities of like 50,000 cases. So it should be no problem wherever you live in the United States or in Europe to get a chance to buy this Marques de Caceres. So I'm looking at the color. It's a very good looking ruby red color. Almost not see-through, but a little bit. So I like the color. I also like the bottle. I think Marques de Caceres just recently changed the label design, so don't be surprised if you find a new label design with a big D and a big C on the bottle label. So my first step of looking at the wine, looking at the bottle for this wine, very good. Now let's give it a sniffy sniff. It's an elegant fruit smell. I like it quite a bit. All right, let's give it a whirl. It has quite a bit of controlled tannins. That's good. It tells you this wine can easily go another 2-3 years in the bottle aging. In fact, I just read an article that they tasted a similar Rioja Crianza, so not the Reserva, the simple Crianza, and was over 22 years old and was still tasting wonderful. So typically the Tempranillo grape, which is the grape of the dominating grape in the Rioja wine, allows the wine to be drinkable right away in this 4-year period after release, but also allows it to age well and go into 10 years of age, particularly on the Reserva side. The finish, medium finish, so this is after you swallow the wine. How does the wine behave as it goes down your throat, so to speak? Medium finish, a little bit of sour cherry finish. Overall, I think this wine is scratching on a 4.0 at Vivino. I probably would give it a 3.7 or so. Okay, let's pour this away. I opened these bottles up right before the tasting, so we are saving some time. The next contestant, Ramon Bilbao. Also a 2015 and also a Rioja Crianza. Scored 87 points at Wine Spectator, and at Vivino it's rated 3.8. I'm taking a little bit of the new wine to flush out the glass to get the taste of the previous wine out of there. Okay, this bottle has a little bit of an older look to it. It has the R and the B of the Ramon Bilbao engraved into the glass, an elegant look. Let me give a good pour here. This Rioja, similar in color than the Marques de Caceres. It is almost see-through, but not entirely. It has a good ruby red color. I see some nice legs in the glass. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. It's a little bit more of a dull aroma, more dusty, laid-back fruit. I like the aromas of the Marques de Caceres better. Let's give it a whirl. Very good. On the palate, less tannins than the Marques de Caceres, so probably this is a wine that doesn't last as long. Probably should be drunken in 20, 21, 22, no later. Whereas the Marques de Caceres 2015 probably will last a bit longer. But I like the fruit on the palate. Has a little bit of a bite to it, a cherry bite. Very nice. The finish is a little bit longer than the Marques de Caceres. I like this wine a lot. I give it a 3.9, almost a 4.0. A little bit of a deduction on this wine in the initial aroma. I like the aroma of the Marques de Caceres better, the initial smell, and as the fruit flavors developed. But on the palate and in the finish, I like the Ramon Bilbao much better. Okay, third contestant. This again is a Crianza. So a simple Rioja Crianza. This one is called Vina Bujanda. The Vina Bujanda. I've never tried that before. I just got a case of that in about a year ago and have put it away. So I'm very interested to see how this tastes. The color is a little bit more brownish, reddish brownish than ruby red as the others. Almost see-through, so very similar, nice legs. The bottle is a little bit more emblem oriented with the silver and blue old Spanish knight emblem. Let's give it some sniffy sniff. I smell some elegant laid back fruit. All right, let's give it a whirl. Excellent. A beautiful balance of some very light tannins, a little bit of a bite, nice fruit, well made. It just tastes like a well-crafted wine. This one here is 100% Tempranillo grape. Some of the Riojas may have a little bit of 5, 10, 15% of other grapes in there. This one here, the Vina Bujanda, is 100% Tempranillo. The finish, longer than the other two. I give this one a 4.1. So in my rating, Vina Bujanda is the best of the three. Ramon, Bilbao second, particularly right now. The Marques de Caceres also very good, third in lineup right now. But I have the feeling that the Marques de Caceres will actually last longer. So if you drink the same three wines 2 years or 3 years from now, it could very well be that the Marques de Caceres will come out on top. So I just wanted to tell you one more story, and that is I'm planning a trip to Spain, to the Rioja region, and I want to do an art trip together with a wine tasting trip. And I want to hit the big museums in Madrid and then go up to Bilbao, hit the Guggenheim Europe, and then from there hit some of the vineyards, some of the older bodegas and some of the young ones. So Marques de Caceres is a young one. I think it was founded like in 1970, 1975. But here on the Reserva side, for instance, if you look at this wine, it's the La Rioja Alta Vina Ardanza. La Rioja Alta is one of the old-time, big-ticket Spanish bodegas. Probably was established in the 1853, 58 time frame. So that is definitely worthwhile visiting. Over here at the end, you have the famous Marques de Riscal Reserva. And Marques de Riscal is where Frank Gehry built right on top of the winery a massive, beautiful museum. We will blend in the picture right now so you can see that museum. It is a wild show of art. So I can't wait to go over there and stay in that hotel and then drink this beautiful Reserva. I'm going to create a playlist for all of my Spanish wines. And over the next few days and weeks, I will be tasting one-on-one some of these better Reservas. So please look out for my playlist on YouTube, on my channel, and check out the additional videos coming online about these Riojas. So that is it for the show tonight. If you like this, please follow me on Vivino. I'm a heavy wine rater on Vivino. And if you like this show, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you soon.